What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to this Excel tutorial. We are going to continue from where we stopped at in our last video. So if you haven't watched that video, do well to go through the video in order to understand what we are doing in this session. Quick one, in our last video, we are trying to get rid of this salesman column. Let me create, and when I was trying to delete, you could see we are getting reference error. Let me refresh our our memory. So let's insert a new column. Now what I want to do here is I want to extract the name. I want to extract the names from this salesman column into this new blank column. And like I said, there are three different ways by which we can manipulate text in Excel. The first being the uppercase, the second the lowercase, and the third one is the proper case. In this situation, whereby we have mixed presentation, if you can see going through this, you will see that some names are not what properly formatted, like John Tyler, started with small letter J, so it is not properly formatted. Likewise, John Adams and the likes. So the proper case inbuilt function in Excel will help us to do justice to this kind of text. And in order to start with, anytime you want to you want to perform calculation in Excel, either you want to input a formula or you want to use Excel inbuilt functions or inbuilt functions in Excel, you start with the equal sign. So let me go ahead and use equal sign proper, referencing this cell, and I press enter. The next to do is for me to drag this down to what? To flash fill. Now, what we have here, going back to this, you see that now everything what has been properly formatted as a result of what? John Tyler that started with the lowercase. The lowercase has started with what now? We have it in a proper manner with John starting with capital J and why Tyler starting with capital T. That is what the Excel proper input function can do for us. Let's go ahead to get rid of this column in order to get back to where we stopped in our last video. Now, on deleting our initial salesman column, what happened? We are getting a what? A reference error. You see this ref because what? Because why? Excel cannot reference the cell. Remember that we generated, we extracted the values in this column from our previous salesman column using a what? A mathematical or Excel inbuilt function in order to perform that. So now what Excel is seeing here, Excel is no longer seeing what? A text, but a what? A numerical value here. That is what Excel code can see as far as Excel is concerned. Let us read. It said moving or deleting cells caused an invalid cell reference or function is returning reference error. So how do we get rid of this? In order to get rid of this, let me Control Z and go back to where we have the name. Can you see now when I click on this, we are having what? John, Abraham Lincoln rather, in form of what? As a text and not what? Numerical value. If you come here, what are we seeing? we can see that, oh, this is a what? This is a formula. So let us correct this issue. In order to correct this issue, what you need to do is what? Copy, how to say it? Control C. Now, Control C is copy. Then come to this column. In this column, you will make use of, in our still in our home menu, you will see the clipboard ribbon, in the clipboard ribbon section here. We see this paste. We are going to make use of this paste here, and then you come to paste values, either as what? Either as value or value and number, or this. So we are making use of place value, that we've placed value. Can you see now? It has changed from being a what? A mathematical, from being a mathematical expression to what? To a value of a proper text value. That's why we are having now. So let me get rid of this new column here. Delete, and let's put says men here. Says men. Good. We are good to go. Our table is now becoming more appealing, more readable. What else can we do? What else can we do? Another thing we can do is, let us check for duplicates. Let us check for duplicates here. Let us try and check for duplicates. Now to check for duplicates, what do? We go to our data, here, and we make use of this. Come to data tools. Under data menu, come to your data tools section and make use of this second icon here that says remove duplicates. So let us mark. Can you see now? We want to check for all. You can either check for all or unselect all. Let us inspect one by one. Says men. Press OK. Now, Excel returns what? Four duplicate values found and removed. 44 unique values remain. Note that count may include empty cells, spaces, etc. Now, what Excel is saying is this. Excel has gone through our table and in order to look for a duplicate, and Excel has actually found duplicate from our what? From our salesman column. From our salesman column, Excel has detected what? Duplicates. As you can see, we have Abraham Lincoln. We have Abraham Lincoln here. We have Abraham Lincoln, Andrew Johnson, Barack Obama, Benjamin Harrison, Bill Clinton, Calvin Coolidge, Chester Arthur, and the likes. So let's come here. We can see William McKinley, and so there are what? There are duplicate values here. We have duplicate values, and in order to get rid of them, you come to your data menu and come to data tools section. In the data tools section, you make use of this icon here To remove duplicate, select all this and press OK. No duplicate value found. All right. So we no longer have what? Duplicate. That is how you check for duplicating in Excel. Having get rid of duplicate, what else can we do? Another thing we can do here is to so far we are dealing with a what? A monthly sales table. It is there is necessity for us to what? To have the sum of each our monthly sum for each of the words of our salesmen. So let us look for the total. Here we bring in what? Total sales total. Okay, let's use the word total there. And then how do we find our total? In order to get the total sales for each of the sales representative or salesmen for each month, there are three ways we can get that done. Number one is what? Using the Excel formula and inbuilt function. Through what? Excel formula and inbuilt function. And one of such formula is what? The sum formula, which is equals sum. Add all numbers in a range of cells. We should add number in a range of what? In a range of cells. Then we pick from here down to the last here. So what are we doing? We are referencing. What have we done? We have what? What we've simply done is what? To add all these what? All these rows from B3 down to what? To B46. As you can see it from here. Sum what? From cell B3 down to what? B46. So what we have done is what? From the range of cells. That's what we've done. That's number one method. Another thing we can do, the second method is what? Using the exam inbuilt function. And what is this exam inbuilt function? It is called the auto sum. It's called the what? The auto the auto sum. And how do you use this auto sum in Excel? The shortcut, the shortcut, the shortcut for this is the shortcut for this is the alt sign, using the alt key plus the what? The equal sign. Using the alt key plus the equal sign, you press it. That's how you get it. So let me demonstrate it for us. Alt equals, can you see now? Immediately I press what? The alt equals will bring this what? This sum formula for us. Let's go to home and format this 14 for our proper view. Okay. Our proper view. So that's how you use the auto sum in Excel. You use what? Alt equal sign. Then automatically Excel will pick, will reference the cell for us, and eh, you press what? Enter. So immediately you press enter, we've gotten our what? Our auto sum. Now another thing how to use this auto sum, the second method is what? Come to our formulas menu here. In the formulas menu, you come to use this what? This auto sum function. When you press this auto sum function, automatically, just like when you use the auto sum, when you press alt plus equals button on your computer keyboard, press enter. That's how you use the auto sum function in Excel. Another method which is actually stressful, I don't encourage people to make use of it, is what? Adding this together yourself. Imagine you having to go through this route. Equals, we are on E3, E3 plus E4 plus E5. We having to reference this cell one after the other. What a stress it will be for us. What a stress that would be for us. So I don't encourage people from using that method. Let us flash fill. The next thing is what? Drag to get our auto sum. Our table is making more sense. Our table is making more sense. Let's go ahead and add. Okay, another thing is, since we are dealing with a financial analysis, a monthly sales report, it is best to express. Looking at it now, we don't know what all these figures are. We don't know what they represent. Looking at it, we don't know what they represent. This, it looks like ordinary number to me. I don't know, maybe you are seeing it the same way I am seeing it. This looks like what? Ordinary number. Let's go ahead and add our currency to it, and let me leave it in two decimal. We have it that way. Press OK. Then we have it. As you can see now, that is why it's now making sense. We are now reporting in what? We've added our currency. As you can see, our table is becoming more readable. I don't know if it is same with you, but to me, it's becoming more readable. Having done this, let us add some a borderline. Let's add a borderline. Okay, let's add a borderline. Let's add a borderline. Let's add a borderline here. And come to home, come to border, and use the all border. Now we've added a border to all this. We've added our border. It's now making much sense to us. It's making much sense. There is lots to what you can do here. Let's go ahead and no, let's go ahead and format this. Our total sales table come here. Okay. Just pick a number, make it bold. 10. Okay. Yes, not making sense. Our table is what making much sense. That is how we can what format a table in Excel. As it is now, let us go ahead and print this table. Assuming our head of sales, they want this copy, or the MD wants the printed copy of this report that we've just done, what can we do? The best thing we can do is to go ahead and print this. Just either, how do you print? You either use control P. When you use control P, you can see it now. We have it, it is properly. Or you come to the what, to the page layout and come to print. Now page layout, this is where we have our what, our print function in Excel. You come to file and come to print. Then you have the preview. This is the preview of our table is going to what look like at the end of the day. So this is how we can what format a table